What's up, guys? Today I am going to be ranking every Roblox soccer game. I will rank them based off graphics, mechanics, and how fun they are overall. And the first game is going to be Super League Soccer. My thoughts on this game are, it's simple, the mechanics are easy, it's easy for new players, and the graphics are clean and smooth. The game also gets frequent partnerships and updates. However, one of the game's biggest problems has been the hitbox. For a long time, players have complained about large hitboxes or other bugs, although the game still continues to be one of the leading soccer games on the platform. So for Super League Soccer, I think I'm going to put it in the A tier. Overall, it is a fun game, but it has problems, as with any game out there. The next game is RF24. This game offers high-end graphics and realistic mechanics. The mechanics are more complicated than most games, offering many different types of dribbles and shots. There are also realistic rules like fouls, offsides, corners. Complicated mechanics also means new players may struggle to learn the game or get good at it. I am also going to put RF24 in A tier, because I think the realism is super great. It's just a bit complicated. The next game is Touch Football. What I like about Touch Football is there are many game modes to choose from based on skill level. However, I feel that the mechanics of Touch Football are a bit flimsy and difficult to control. There are also no differences in gameplay for each position. For example, anyone can dive, even if you are not the goalkeeper. Also, I think the graphics on this game are not good. They are not very nice to look at, and look boring. Personally, I do not like this game. It's just my opinion. For other people, it's their favorite. On that note, I'm gonna put Touch Football in C tier. It's just not fun for me, and I prefer other games. The next game is Realistic Street Soccer. This game is one of my favorites on Roblox. The mechanics of the game are similar to Super League Soccer, but in this game, you can change the height of your shot, and you can add curve. These mechanics make the game more realistic whilst keeping it simple and easy. In terms of graphics, the map and lobby aren't the best, but the avatar models look amazing and look very realistic. I would say this game is also easy for new players to pick up on. It is also one of the most popular on the platform, with an average of 15,000 concurrent players. So with that, I am going to put it in S tier. It is undeniably one of the largest soccer games on Roblox, and that's for a reason. Now we are moving on to Blue Lock Rivals. This game is quite unique, as the whole basis of the game is centered around anime. This means there are special abilities and power-ups in the game. I think the power-ups do add an interesting touch to the mechanics. However, putting that aside, I feel like the mechanics are just a clunkier version of something like Super League Soccer. In terms of graphics, I think they are quite nice. The game looks smooth with the anime style to it. Although most parts of the game are simple, the anime power-ups could be difficult for new players to understand. With Blue Lock Rivals, I am going to put it in B tier. I think it's just not quite as good as the games in A tier, but it's still an alright game. The next game is Pure Soccer. This is a game that has been rising in popularity in the past few months, and it is quite good. The mechanics of the game are similar to RF24, but this game has no out of bounds. The graphics look nice and are fairly realistic. However, I think if you are looking for a game with these types of mechanics, there is a better option. It is still a good game though, and I enjoyed playing it. So I am going to put Pure Soccer in B tier. I think it's just not quite as good as RF24. This game is called 3v3 Team Soccer. I don't really have much to say about this game. The style is boring, the mechanics are weird, and it's just boring overall. This game is going straight into D tier. This next game is a bit better. This game is called Super Striker League. I would say this game is fairly fun. The controls are quite different to other games, but they are still easy to learn. The graphics are clean, but there is nothing special to it. One thing I do like about this game is the finished feel to it. It doesn't feel like it lacks anything, but at the same time it feels like it's nothing special. So then I am gonna put it in B tier. To be honest, I could see myself playing this game again. Now we are moving on to a game called Touchline. I think this game is very good. It feels less cartoony compared to some of the other games, and it isn't super realistic either. They have made it very enjoyable whilst being simple as well. The mechanics of the game are easy to pick up on and very versatile, which is very fun. I very highly rate this game and would recommend you play it. So on that note, I am going to put it in A tier. I think it's a unique style of game which is very fun to play. Moving on, the next game is TPS Ultimate Soccer. This game was made all the way back in 2008, so it is one of the oldest on the platform. Personally, I'm not a huge fan on this game. I found the controls too confusing. The graphics are quite good and have clearly been refurbished over the years as they are quite detailed. Another interesting part about this game is the ability to play as the referee. However, I didn't try this out as it costed Robux, so I'm going to put TPS in C tier. This next game is called Realistic ASTRO Soccer. It's a lesser-known game which only averages around 50 concurrent players, but it deserves a lot more. This game is fantastic. It is like a mix between realistic street soccer and the game Rematch. This game has the ability to curve shots and choose the height, like realistic street soccer, but it offers a more fun and immersive experience. I will link the game in the description of this video. Go play it. This game is definitely in the S tier for me. It's very fun and has great mechanics. Hopefully this game will get popular soon.